Hey, how's it going? My name is Kenneth and you are watching That's Well Play. It's been a week since Phyrexia All Will Be One launched, and I think it's about time that we actually look at the only two Commander deck that is included in this series, alright? So, between the two of them, this is the more engaging to me, okay? It's the more intriguing because the whole toxic mechanism that is introduced in Phyrexia All Will Be One is kind of like speaking to me. I would like to really give it a try, alright? So that is why today we'll be focusing on Corrupting Influence. Corrupting Influence. It is a multicolor, it's a tricolor splash that's among white, black, and green. So the whole thing, it's about poison, as you can see right here, alright? Pick your poison. And the star commander is Ixal, Scion of Atraxa. So this descendant of Atraxa, what does it do? And what is the other commander, the possible commander that is included in this deck? So later on, we'll also focus on the new cards, all right? So I think the reprints, everybody is, you know the cards more than me, right? Okay, so we kind of like go through the interaction within the deck itself, and also the new cards. What do they do? What are the impact, all right, to having all these new cards, and maybe kind of like the repercussion if those cards will be included in other decks. All right, so let's open this up. All right, here we go. This is Phyrexia All Will Be One Commander deck. One of them, Corrupting Influence, white, black, and green. And this is the poster boy. I assume it's a boy, all right? Okay, let's open it up. This way. Ooh, send me an angel. Oh no, not that one. Okay, so that's the wrong angel. Okay, let's have a look what is included. Okay. And this is the deck. It is obviously Phyrexian. Let's open up. So this is just a void. The life counter. An introduction. So I think this simply give a brief introduction of what this deck do. Okay, very simple explanation. Nice artwork. So I think it's a she. Sorry. Alright, so this Scion, this descendant is a she. It's a daughter of Atraxa. So here's the main deck. Okay, it's empty. Here's the main deck. Oh, alright, yeah. So there's a collector booster sample pack included. I think there's only 2 cards inside. Let's see what is in stored. You know, I'm always very doubtful that there's any super good card that is included in such sample pack. Okay, let's see. Maybe we'll be lucky. Arabrask Anointer, a Phyrexian wizard. Okay. Next, 2 cards. And this is Monumental Corruption, a sorcery that says target player draws X cards and loses X life, where X is the number of artifacts that you control. There's a lot of artifacts in this set though. Okay, alright, this encourages you to play artifacts, but I thought artifacts are mostly like white deck. Okay, but this is black. Okay, so let's put this aside. This is nothing much. Okay, so let's open up this. So there are actually 10 exclusive new cards in this deck. The reprint doesn't have much. Yeah, so if you're looking for like very value reprints, I don't think this is the set to go. I don't think this is the deck to go. But there are some pretty nice cards. So first of all, let's get this out of the way. So this is the thicker proxy, okay, or rather placeholder, okay. But I think the sheen is very nice. The foil very nice. I like the gold foil, pretty nice. I'll put it here. The poison counter 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 4. Okay, so the tokens includes Beast, Phyrexian Mite, Phyrexian Insect, and the Phyrexian Horror. Okay, the tokens, let's put it aside. So here we are. The 2 possible commander. This is the poster goal. Ixo, Scion of Atraxa. Okay, let's focus. So, Phyrexian Angel that has Flying, Vigilance, and Toxic 2. So that's the new keyword for this set, Toxic. And also, it actually prey on poison counters, but you have to put at least 3 on it because most of the cards, the key cards actually has another keyword that's called Corrupted. Corrupted means that if the opponent has 3 poison counter or more, then it will trigger this effect, right? So this effect, Corrupted, says at the beginning of your end step, each opponent who has 3 or more poison counters exiles the top card of their library face down. You may look at and play those cards for as long as they remain exiled, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast those spells. Very good. So it says spells. So basically, you can also cast creature. Alright. So there you go. So the more players that has 3 or more poison counters on it, then the better for you lah. Okay. So that's the main one. But I'm not sure because playing poison is always a risk, right? People will start ganging up and then go against you. So maybe the next commander is better. For 2 colorless and 1 white, black, and green each, this is Wishgrass the Doom Hive. Okay, it is a Phyrexian insect that says it has Menace and Toxic 1. When Wishgrass enters the battlefield, create 3 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Mite. Okay, where are the mites? Here's the mite. Okay, Phyrexian Mite. Okay. So the Phyrexian Mite has those mites are artifact creature tokens with Toxic 1, and this creature can't block. Okay, and also Wishgrass, it's rewarded for creating all those tokens, right? So it gets +1/+1 for each poison counter your opponents have. So basically, you have the mites, and then you try to attack with all those minions, and then try to get as many poison counters on the opponent's part as much as possible, but not too much. Okay, because 10 counters, then they will die, right? So if let's say that you just spread 3 each, and then there are 3 players, so there are 9 counters. So this will be buffed by 9. So there will be a 12 creature. It's pretty huge. All right. So maybe this is a better commander. I'm not sure. All right. So which commander is your preference actually? Okay. So let's look at other cards. So which are the new ones? Okay, so besides the 2 commander, we have Norn Choir Master, a Phyrexian Angel with 3 colorless, 2 whites, 5/4. He has flying and first strike. And it says whenever a commander you control enters the battlefield or attacks, proliferate. Yes. So that you can quickly multiply the counters, alright? Especially the poison counters. So this is one of them, the new cards. The other one is 2 colorless and 1 white. Norn's Decree. It is an enchantment. Whenever one or more creatures an opponent controls deal combat damage to you, that opponent gets a poison counter. So this punish the player for attacking you. Whenever a player attacks, if one or more players being attacked are poisoned, the attacking player draws a card. Ooh, alright. So besides punishing your opponents, it also rewards you, okay, for getting poison counters onto the players. Okay, there we go. So those are the white new cards. Next, we have the black new cards. It is Gaff's Summons. For 2 colors and 2 black, this sorcery says return up to 1 target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, so this is retrieval. Okay, it interacts with your graveyard. And it says corrupted. For 3 or more poison counters, as you cast this spell, put up to 1 target creature card from that player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Wow. Okay, so it doesn't just retrieve 1 creature from your graveyard. If you have corrupted, right? If corrupted is triggered, you can also get the powerful or meaningful, helpful creatures from your opponent's graveyard too. Wow, great. Okay, so the next one, it's Phyrexian Outbreak. Ew. Okay, it's a sorcery. For 2 colorless and 1 black, each opponent gets a poison counter. Then each creature your opponents control gets -1 to -1 until end of turn for each poison counter its controller has. Wow. Okay, so it might just kill some of the smaller creatures, right? Okay, and next let's go to the green new cards. So how many new cards already? 6, right? 2 commander, 2 white, 2 black, and now the green. So the first one is with 4 colorless and 1 green, Contaminant Grafter. It is a Phyrexian Druid. It has Trample. Yes, it's 5/5, right? Trample, Toxic 1. It's pretty good. Okay. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control deal combat damage to 1 or more players, proliferate. Great. And the corrupted effect says draw a card. Then you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Oh, okay. So it actually speeds up land. Very good. Next, this is Glissa's Retriever for 5 colors and 1 green. This Phyrexian Beast says it has haste and Toxic Tree. And Glissa's Retriever can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. When the opponent is corrupted, when this dies, exile it. When you do, return up to X target cards from your graveyard to your hand, where X is the number of opponents who have 3 or more counters, poison counters. Okay, so let's say if it's really spread out, so all 3 players have more than 3 poison counters, then you can actually retrieve many cards. Okay, 3 cards. 3 cards from your graveyard. Okay, and next, a Wormquake. For 4 colorless and 2 green, this sorcery says corrupted. Create an XX green Phyrexian Worm creature token with Trample and Toxic 1, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast this spell. Oh, okay. Then for each opponent with 3 or more poison counters, you create another one of those tokens. Wow. So okay, so if you really like pay full, right, there's no discount, then it's 6 mana. So you create one 6/6 worm with trample and toxic 1, and then if there's anyone corrupted, right, you create another one. Wow. Okay, and it has flashback. For 8 and 2 green, you may cast this spell from your graveyard. Okay, so possible to cast it twice and create like multiple 6/6 Phyrexian Worm with trample and toxic 1. Alright, and next we have one colorless artifact, Glistening Sphere. Is it any good? For 3, okay, for 3 colorless, Glistening Sphere enters the battlefield tapped. When Glistening Sphere enters the battlefield, proliferate. So once enter, proliferate. If you tap, add 1 mana of any color. So it is a mana stone with proliferate, but only once. Only when you enter the battlefield. Yet it also has corrupted. Tap, add 3 mana of any 1 color. Activate only if the opponent has 3 or more. Wow, okay. So basically the proliferate effects doesn't mean much. Yeah, it's more of the mana. 3 mana of 1 color. Alright, and there you go. These are the rares. Anything worth mentioning? Yep, I think that's about it. Okay, now how many lands do we have? Oh, so we also have some of the cards from this set itself. Many of them actually. So I like the art of this. Phyrexian Atlas is an artifact, 3 colorless, add 1 mana of any color and corrupted. Whenever this became tapped, each opponent who has 3 or more poison counter loses 1 life. Cool. Alright, get your mana, then they lose life. Okay, so there we go. So looking at the cards, right? So the ultimate aim is not really to get 10 poison counters onto the player. It's more of like going wide with this Witchgrass, okay? Then try to get more counters, splash among the players, and then try to benefit from corrupted, but not really that much of corrupted cards though. Not that I see that much, right? Okay, so I think it's not overpowering. Yeah, looking at the cards, not really a lot of the cards has corrupted. Okay, we'll soon give it a try. So there you go. This is Corrupting Influence. Alright, one of the Phyrexia All Will Be One commander deck. So the next one will be mainly in red. Okay, so in the next video, I will be opening up Rebellion Rising, the red-white commander deck. Okay, that actually fits on 4 Meridian, which is also a new mechanics introduced in Phyrexia All Will Be One. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video.